Go ahead. Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome. We are the Local Sports Pod. We are back. It is basketball season. Winter sports has set in. The leaves have gone. We've already gotten the first snow, and here we are. We come to you live from the Lady Cougars team room. We're going to start the show off with Meet the Cougars and Lady Cougar basketball. And sitting with me to get things started, of course, is the man at the helm, a man who taught me. I'm not giving my age, but everybody knows. Seems like he's just been I did the telethon this past week, and I mentioned about a staple. You are a staple of this high school. You are a staple of this area. You are a staple in my life for a really long time. I need one of those good speeches.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Head coach of the Hazleton area Lady Cougar basketball program. Please welcome Joe Gavio. Thank you, my friend, for coming on.
Thank you.
This is exciting. It's going to be a fun journey as we go through the season here, and hopefully things work out. Coach, before we get to you, quickly as we begin the basketball season, I want to thank our sponsors as always. We could not be here without the support from them. Obviously, you watching as well, but we have to take a minute, pay the bills a little bit, so to speak. Always a staple in my sponsorships. R.L. Marchetti Plumbing and Heating, Barbush Automotive and BLB Auto Sales, Sacco Chiropractic, and Firo's Funeral Services Incorporated. We'll talk about those folks a little bit later. But before we get started, I wanted to get in and thank them because, again, without those fine folks, we could not come to you and we would not be able to do this. And, of course, we have to thank Coach Gavio, his staff, the team, the school district for allowing us in. It's always fun to be on the inside, and we're going to talk about a lot of stuff. And you're going to be able to see as the season progresses how this thing goes. Get to the man of the hour right now. I had him talking a few minutes before. We had to sit him down. We may go a little bit longer, so alert our affiliates. But Joe Gavio, my good friend, half a century, man.
It's a long time. Coaching a long time.
It doesn't feel like it.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't feel like it.
I think I've been retiring for about 25 years.
You've been telling me that
it's fun.
I was a senior.
I like it. I got great assistants, great kids, and gives me something to do. I'm healthy, thank God. So why not do it?
So, Coach, as I mentioned in our little pre-get-togethers, we were getting around. I want to get a little bit of talk to the people. A lot of people know who you are, know of you, but let's get a little bit of Joe Gavi earlier years.
I'm a lifer here, man. I'm a lifer here, and I just like it. I love coaching. I just love coaching. Yeah, there's a whole story there. In the old days, really old days, I always wanted to be a coach. But back then, you had to be a teacher. Okay, and so I became a teacher so I could coach. I think it's opposite. What I really found out is coaching is an extension of the classroom. I love teaching. It was great stuff. And I went in as a history teacher because all my coaches were history teachers. Mr. Schaefer's a history teacher.
Oh my
Mr. Morgan, my baseball, all those people. Bruce Lye was they're all history teachers. I started as a history teacher and said, I don't know. I really don't like history, so I went to business education. It worked out pretty good for me. Exactly right. I love that club, and I just knew a lot of people, and I thought about getting involved with everything. And so, I've been coaching since I graduated, like 20 years old. I started at Hayfeed. I remember the head baseball coach. I beat my buddy, Mr. Morgan, 3 years in a row. So they were 0-20 against them. I used to wear my Hazelton jacket. They said, what are you wearing that for? I said, to get you pumped up. You play with them teeners, Babe Ruth and everything. You got to be able to beat them. We beat them a couple of times, and did a really nice job. And then I would have to get hired in the district. And Chris Perry was the head boys coach. And he said, hey, we need a coach at Harmon. Interested? Absolutely. And I went over there and 9 years.
HF3,
man, those rivalries were unbelievable.
Right.
They still hold them. Michael Joseph played for me. Brian Billuppy stayed at Harmon. Just so many kids chasing hockey. Those games were unbelievable. They were sold out. They were unbelievable. They used to call it Gab's Graveyard. I don't think I lost the last 2 years. It was exciting. It was fun. I never thought I would leave. I just never thought I would leave. That's it. I was going to stay there forever. I liked it, but I was teaching at the high school, and The coach had left before me. Joe Boy, a very successful coach, but he decided to pack it in. And so I'm at the high school. Kids are coming to see me, Mr. Mussolino. I coached his 5 boys. Chris Berry, you got to take the girls. I don't want to coach no girls. I just didn't want to do it. I'm sorry, I didn't want to do it. And my dearest friend, probably my best friend in sports, I can't thank him enough. He's just at my house. He lives in Florida. He came home to take his mother, Robbie Wallace. Said, you gotta coach girls. You'll love it. You'll meet Bob Schnorr, who was an institution that won 900 games, 11 state champs. Bob Schaefer, who was a West Haven guy, won 4 state champs, been on tour for 20 years. I got this little, I know where my life would be if I didn't take it. And it was really good. And I liked it. So I was at the Castle for 6 years, coached at my alma mater. I mean, what could be better than that? And then the jointure came. And
you mentioned Robbie too.
Yeah,
Robbie was the coach of West Hazel.
Yes, he was coaching West Haven. He bugged me, and then the jointure came, and he got the job, and he said, "You're gonna be my assistant. I'm gonna stick around for a year or 2 or 3 years." I said, well, "I don't know about that." I did it. I liked it. I liked it a lot, and the rest is history. So I've been here since the school's existence, 32 years, and I just like it. Else I wouldn't be here. I've been pretty successful. I hate to say so myself, but that's with the help of a lot of assistants, a lot of people, and great players. Great players.
Right.
I had a system that was taught to me in 10th grade at Hazel High School. This press I run and stuff. Adam Saminsky taught to me. He's the football coach. He was also, and it was funny the other day.
I've heard this story, folks.
Yeah, so he showed it to us, and some of the rules were unbelievable, and the fastest kids went. I was the tallest of 5 kids. I went a little Lady of Grace, the Mother of Grace. But I was the tallest, fastest kid. When I was in the 5, I jumped center against Warnell Lamb, who was 6'9". We went 22-1, and the rest is history. I fell in love with it. I kept doing it. Just the other day, I was reminded by a friend of my classmate, my Joe Madden. He told someone, "Hey, Joe Gav, he didn't invent that. Adam Saminsky taught him that." He's absolutely right, and I give him credit all the time. Talk about him all the time, and a lot of people I talk about everything. I didn't invent this game, so wherever I took, I probably stole from a tape. Mr. Libanati was one of my idols.
Right, that's the system.
That's the system.
Original. That is the basis of the game.
This is what I do. I feel the game should play that. Me and Liv would talk.
Coach Liv.
Liv would want to take. We're gonna take 125 shots. We're gonna take. Bob Schnorr is a dear friend of mine. He won, I think, 9 or 10 state champs. He won 900 games. I thought he won it. He played Emmaus. He said he was the greatest defensive coach you ever saw. I went to see him. I was invited because we're dear friends. His 900th win at Downtown. The score was 15-14 in the middle of the 4th quarter. I said, "Well, let's watch some paint dry. No, you're a good defense. That person's going to take 3 shots."
Thought it could be me
and Liv would say, we want 120 shots. That's it. We want to do that. So, I just loved it. People play for me, love it. And I see old people who play for Grand Harbor, and I go, "You're getting into it. You're getting into it." Now we're getting into it. We're getting into it. And that's what we do. I just feel that's the way the game should be played. You can stay in the game, and hey, I've lost by 50 points sometimes. That happens, but it's just exciting. Gets more people to play. It excites me something fierce. I'm telling you, tell the girls we go over and press. The first we go over, especially new kid. What do you think we're gonna go over first after we do our drill? We're gonna press, baby, because it's what you believe in. It's your philosophy. Things are based on that. I've been very successful with it. I like it. People have copied it. I've showed it to a lot of people, and they understand it. And it's real difficult to do because it was that easy to maybe do it. It's real hard. I tell some people we can't play for it. It's real tough because we're double teaming. Everybody's all over the place. So if someone's open, they just can't find them. And it's a lot of fun. My assistant, Mr. Shamani, went through it. I like a lot of people I get who've gone through it. They've seen it. They know it. They believe in it. And I've gone to this Nike clinic forever, and they say, whatever system, there are 900 coaches in Pittsburgh. They're all successful in their way. But you better get a philosophy. You better sell it to your kids. You better sell it to your kids. And you got to believe in it because then they're going to believe in it. And it's hard sometimes. It's really hard because a lot of good teams out there. But I've been fairly lucky having great players. But it's just that really works for us.
Yeah, Coach, I was going through some of the history of just here at when it became Hazelton area. And there's not a lot of losing seasons at all.
No, actually, years coaching, I like to take this because you try to do the best you could. Sometimes you have better years, better players.
Sure.
The league's tougher and all that stuff. But I kind of like that. In all my years of coaching, everything I ever did, I've had 1 losing season. And we were 11-12. And we played for the championship. We started 2-10 with the Josie Buckman, Andy Bono team and stuff. And they were good. So it obviously works. Now, you always win a game. You always do this? No, but we win a lot. We win a lot. And people know when they come in, you got to be known for something. They come in here and you better get ready for this. You better get ready for this. And even in the state playoffs, we've been very good. And the coach from O'Hara, who we lost to 2 years ago in a state championship,
Right.
is a third state champion in 4 years. She talked to me after to get to know these people. Said, "We're still trying to catch our breath. We're still trying to catch our breath." And like Robbie said, and he's watching. A lot of people look at game. Robbie had to join the Perkiomen Valley last year booster club to get every game. He's watching everything. He said they're good, and all these teams are good, but they've never seen this. It's one thing that looks like, oh, we got good guards, we got good guards. It's another thing. No one plays that style in the whole state. No one plays that style. So it helps a little bit. Still going to shoot the ball, still going to play, got good players, but it's exciting to watch. It's exciting to watch.
Yeah, it's always good. Again, last year, only losing 2 seniors coming into this year, the 28-1 record, obviously. We're still touching on the half a century. Do you have one standout?
No, can't do that. There are people I'm so close to, and there's great players. And I got a lot of stories about, kids would say to me, because I tell stories. I'm a storyteller. Okay, that's what I do. And kids have said, I just want to be part of your story. There's some people who were not great players, but I say a story about them, or I say a story about them. We are down. I was just telling a story to the girls the other day. We're playing for a district championship against Valley West at King's College, down 7 points in a minute, 23 seconds. And they called their final time. I say, we got him. We got him. We got him. So they can't call timeouts. Well, it's easy to say. It's hard to do. We somehow got it. And it was just good. And there was a girl who, probably I'm not going to mention names, couldn't throw the ball in the ocean. But boy, could she press. And she had her in there. And I think Dudek, who played at Bloomberg there, she got a great steal. Brianna got a great steal. It's a 2-on-1. And the other girl was open. I'm not going to mention names. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if you want to get it to her. She can miss that. And she faked it and made it. And so, but that girl was in there and made 3 or 4 steals at the end, or made it tough for the other team. So there's always stories. And like I said, I tell stories. I'm a story. Here's where I got this. Here's where I got this. I asked Bobby Riccio, played for me at Harmon and went on to start at Hazelton. One of their dearest friends. Oh, you went to Shippensburg and stuff. And so they said, you remember why I made the team? Of course I do. You were in 7th grade. You made it because I liked the way you did suicides. You couldn't play for crap. But it got him excited. He was fired up. And then so we have a play we call Game Winner. So he's at Shippensburg. I said, yeah, good stuff here. I steal everything. I didn't invent the game. He said, yeah, we got this Game Winner. Our point guard now, Caitlin Binnison, we put Game Winner in. I like that Game Winner. And I tell them where I got it. And then once in a while I'll say, this one's mine. This one I kind of, but got this from Williamsport. We got this from here. We got this from there. We got that. Now the press is Adams, which I perfected. So we have a couple of different ones. But basically I say where I got this. I got this from here. Got this from here. That's where I got this. I got this because you got to dribble, got to shoot, got this.
Are you ready to run through a wall for him yet, folks? Because I am. He used to always, I have to tell a quick story. This is when we were still up at the castle.
Okay.
I was the voice of the Lady Mounts. I was the voice of the PA.
You're always the voice.
The Mounts. Coach Gav would say, come here, and he'd call us all in the corner of the gym, me, the scorers, and he'd give us his pregame speech. He'd say, are you ready? Are you ready? And there was one that stood out to me. I think it was Nanacoke was good.
Great. Not good. Great.
I want to say,
stories about
I believe it was 89.
I forget the years. But
it was either 89 or 90, but they had that one guard. I can't remember what her name was. Casey.
Yeah, yep.
So he pulls out a sheet of paper out of my notebook. And he says, all right, here we go. Rips up the sheet of paper all over the floor, makes a mess in the corner. The janitor's freaking out. I can't even remember. I think it was the guy with the white hair. I can't remember what his name. He was the night janitor. You know who I'm talking about.
Yes, exactly.
Freaking out. We'll clean it up. Picks up a speck of paper off the floor, and the whole speech centered around just being that one tiny little speck of paper. And tonight,
that's Chris Berry's best story.
You could make it. You could make it the whole paper tonight just with that speck.
Now it's close. You remember, it's a good memory. What actually happened playing Nanny Coke, they're killing everybody by 50 points. We're average. My center is in Cosmo. Okay, they're going. The girls going to Richmond. The other girls, Casey Lee scored in Lock Haven history. That would. Oh my God! So they were so good. And so what do? Chris Berry's listening in the back of the locker room, and it's similar story. So I'm a realist. I'm a realist. We did pretty good. We hung in there pretty good.
It was a good.
It was a good. But here was the speech.
Got away.
Here was the speech. It's one of my favorite speeches. You're going to hear it right now. Chris Berry laughs till this day. He said, I can't believe you actually said that. So I got in there playing. So girls, never playing. We're playing a team that's awesome. We're a state champ, undefeated. They scored 99 points. They stopped scoring. Okay. I said, get in here. I said, what's our chance of winning this game? Seriously, what's our chance? Let's be realistic. It's not good. It's not good. I said, they're killing everybody. They're loaded. They have 3 Division I players. I said, they're so good. I said, but what are our chances? I took my note card out, paper, and I ripped a little page on this day. I said, our chance of winning this game is. I said, our chances are if we're flying an airplane over the Everglades, we throw this little paper out. I throw it out. I said, the chance of us winning is I got to find that piece of paper. And they're looking at me like, Chris Berry's laughing. He's laughing. I go, what? And I look down. There it is. I said, there it is. I got the paper. We can beat them. I ate the paper. I actually ate the paper.
You didn't eat that that night.
But we hung in.
Yeah.
We hung in. Their press was so good. I'm going to bring up a mentor of mine, coaches 5 boys, Rockamons, who's principal at the time. He's in high school. And we're practicing, and we're throwing the ball off the wall. We're almost hitting the scoreboard. He said, what are you doing? I said, Nanny coach scores a lot of points on the pressing coach off steals. If we don't let them get layups for steals, we can be in this game. So when you're in trouble, don't let them get a layup, throw it off the wall. We're practicing throwing off the wall. He said, what the hell is going on here? What are you doing? But it was a philosophy. It's a way, and kept us in the game. Like we were in the game there for a quarter and a half. Okay, we're in the game. But that's what we do. I got a lot of those stories and I remember them vividly.
No, I knew I was going to tell that one when I came in.
You got it close, but you got it pretty close. Yeah, you got it close.
That's one of the. He would always practice his pregame speeches with us in the corner. Our coach, we're getting ready to bring your assistants in. Quickly, we'll talk about what we're coming into this year. We don't want to get too deep. Obviously, you're only a couple practices in,
absolutely,
right? I mean, tryouts.
We just finished tryouts. It was tough. We're getting ready. We have a scrimmage on Saturday against 4 excellent teams, Bethlehem Catholic, Loyal Soccer State Championship, and Blue Mountain, who always does well in the Schuylkill League. And then Tuesday, we got executive action, very good. My friend was at Bethlehem Catholic, won 3 state titles, just took over the program. His daughter's 4 Division I offers. She's there, and North Schuylkill has always been good. So we get ready for that tournament.
Right. Again, as I mentioned, only lost 2 seniors, correct?
Yes, good kids.
We're very good kids. Lot coming back. Obviously, we're not going to get into players tonight. We already talked.
We're back and we're pretty good.
We've had a great summer. There. We've
had a great summer. People are pushing, and we're good. Bottom line, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't mean with our schedule. We had a tough schedule last year. We beat the St. Joe's by the Sea. Emmaus was undefeated. Coatesville, they were writing about Coatesville. We've done a pretty good job, but we really beefed it up. We're playing this team, Red Bank Catholic. My coach, Dan Roy, has a lot of connections and stuff. We're going up to Lackawanna, playing the old CYC, and that was always a great venue and stuff. And we're playing one of the best teams in Jersey, maybe in the country. We're playing this Paducah. Instead of going, I love Punxsutawney. It was really good at one time. Last couple of years, not as good, so we had to leave there. I mean, that was an institution there.
Right.
But Chuck Daly coached there, so I have a lot of friends there and stuff, but we're going to the shore. We're playing that Wildwood.
That's the Wildwood.
We're playing this Paducah, who's always great in Delaware. One of the best teams in Delaware. We're playing Germantown Academy. They're the private schools in Philadelphia. Play national schedule. They're not NCAA.
Right.
They're pretty good. We got Emmaus, who has 4 stars back, who was great. We got Coatesville, who has everybody coming back, and they're mad at us. Our league is going to be very difficult. Let me just tell you this. Crestwood is going to be very good. Their heart and souls come back. Docky was MVP of the year, sophomore year. So she's playing well. And my buddy, who we banged heads with in Abington Heights, who's at Dallas now, he lost the MVP and 6'1" girl. And last year, you got a 6'3" girl coming in who has 4 Division I offers. I mean, you're talking a team gets 3 people there. This is going to be a really exciting year. I want the people to come out because it's going to be fun. But we're pretty good.
Yeah, things get underway, Coach. Actually, next Friday night.
Next Friday night, you're not doing nothing. You're not eating the turkey. Don't be watching those football games. Come and see the Lake Cougars.
And a tough one to start with right off the bat, right?
Why I'm missing was my good friend Scranton Prep last year said they thought they were playing why I'm missing. Not last year, the year before, the state champs. 2 years in a row, they're 28-2. They're phenomenal. And I've coached a long time. So we needed a team for our tip-off. I made some phone calls. The coach said, Coach, these are dead retired. Hate to say that. And so I called my friend Bob Birmingham. I said, Bob, can you find us a team? How good you want them? I said, as good as you can get them. He said, there's a team down here, they 6 games. No one's playing at 28-1. They are really, really good. The coach called me up within a minute. We got in the schedule there. I mean, they were good, and it was going to be a tough game. And one of my dearest players I've had and coached at Bloomberg now, I said, listen, they have a 6'2" girl, 6'3" girl going to Temple. She since went to Albany, and they're really good. She said, they're really good. I said, what do you think? He said, they're really good, but they've never seen the style you play.
I was going to say,
I'm going to say something, we had them 44-4 in the first half. That's all I'm going to say. And that girl who I said, wait, made her look bad because she was big, strong, up and down the court. We just lit it up. She was just named this past week Player of the Week in her conference. She's that good. She said, but it's the style. It's the style. And that's just what it is.
Yep. Also, Nazareth and Lake Lehman will be a part of the tournament. They're going to be first game.
I'm telling you, right? Why missing? We rotate. We don't just take the same ones.
Right.
So we played them in the final. We rotate. Why missing? Lost 2 key players and 1 torn ACL. So that's going to be tough for them, but good coaches. You get good coaches, good program. Charlie Levin is one of my dearest friends for many years, one of the best coaches in our conference. Believe me, what he does in his system is this 1-3-1. He's really good. And we've had Nazareth for the last 4 or 5 years. They're always good. We played them in summer. Now, we had a good thing, but it was a 4-point game in the fourth quarter. Like a great 6-1 shooter. They play in East Penn League. They're real good, classy guys. So it's going to be good. It's going to be a good tournament.
Yeah, and that's, again, next Friday.
Next Friday. Starts at 6 o'clock at night. 6 o'clock. The first game we play after. And the winners play and the losers play. Got to come out and see the state.
Carries right into Saturday. And
they come and see the state. They'll be coming every game.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll talk more about that in a little bit. Just highlights you did give us. Red Bank is going to happen, right? That's a home game.
They're excellent.
Your December is booked.
My assistant coach, Dan, like I don't know when he gets the time, but he looks at these people and he gives me a Scotty report. I'm like, oh my God. Well, whatever it is, we might change our cup. We're still pressing, but we're going to dance with the person we brought to the prom. We're going to do our thing in that together. Bring a chair here, Dan.
Yeah, we're gonna pull the assistants in.
Let them talk. Listen, I monopolize it. But I do give my mic once in a while.
Don't get too close, Dan. He's going to push me over. Dan Rogers, assistant number 1. Alicia Shimani, who I've been in great contact with, played for coach. He did mention that as well. Alyssa, we'll start with you. I know, what's your experience like so far? How many years? Just give us a little bit of your background.
So Gav came to me right out of college, I guess.
It was the first year. I hear maybe I'm losing. I mean, I still coach, but it was a big one. It was best.
He came to me probably during college. I started coaching the middle school program, and then he brought me up to freshman last year, and now here I am with him again. But I've never left him.
No, he's left. He's pinching.
She's a secretary, folks.
I'm going to say this right now. Lauren Seaman was my assistant for a few years, and this is important. You got to say
this
because she was that little baby.
Yes.
She was like, "Oh man, you have a baby. Take care of the baby."
She'll be here anyway.
The baby's a doll, and so we moved her up for the year. So am I coming back? Well, no, you're definitely coming back. It was an easy move because she's in the building and she's president of our booster club and a former player. And she was on the team with Mac, who won the first district championship at the Mohegan Sun's first year. She's awesome. And she was a power forward, by the way.
She also runs the program. You think this guy is in charge? I for the first 6 weeks, I talked to him just about once a week. We never got.
You start talking about stuff. I start talk to Alyssa.
That was it. Once coaches meetings happened last week, I got to I'll have my assistant call you. That was it. I haven't heard from him in over a week and a half. Tonight's the first contact we have. But bless you, Alyssa.
I know my limitations.
But well, you're a busy man. You're in well.
He can handle what he can.
But I know who to call now anyway.
Yeah.
Dan Rogers, my brother. Thanks for coming in. Give us how many years, your experiences, how you filtered into the program.
Sure. So a few years ago, I saw Coach Gav. I think it was at the Laurel Mall, Gav.
Yeah, that Bosco. We spent 2 hours in the. I don't know what the heck he was buying, but his wife was there. Where the hell are you?
Guards ended up throwing us out of the mall. But anyway, we had a great conversation about basketball, and I just told him if there was any opportunities in the future to help out with the program, I certainly would be available. And then we talked a little bit more. We had lunch, and that led to one other move. And here we are a couple years later. So I think I'm entering the 4th year right now.
You're
It's,
number 4. I wasn't
Gav's,
sure.
yeah, it's the 4th year as Gav's assistant. Had some experience
I'm
before
gonna
that.
say this, he's a West Basil boy, he's real
He
good.
is.
So I vetted him. I asked Robbie, he said, you will not get a more loyal guy, a knowledgeable guy. He said he loves it. When he was working with little kids, he started with young little kids. He called me during the pandemic. He's out in the playground. It's almost Wilson down by the valley. I go down there, talk to the kids. He's a warrior. And then I made the real good one. I saw his old coach, Josh Babelny, who is a fundamental guy I played baseball with. Obviously, how old I am. I played baseball with him and Chris Perry. We were talking about Danny the whole time. They tell you stories, lots. And so I can refer back to those guys. They keep me coming. I say to Danny all the time, I told Josh, what would Josh do? And he said, I'm going to talk about that. The old days a little bit different. So we laugh all the time. But these kids are great. Good.
And speaking of the youth, the clinics you guys put on all through the month of October was for
Yeah.
both boys and girls. My daughter was
Absolutely.
an attendee.
Yeah.
Can't thank Coach Rogers enough for that. Tell us a little bit about how it all came to be.
Sure, thank you. So that was the Libanati Elementary League,
Right.
That you're referring to there, and we're doing that through the fall. This was our 2nd year that we did that. Coach Brogan and his staff led the boys side, and Coach Gav and myself and Melissa ran the girls side. It was great to get the 4th, 5th, and 6th graders involved.
Right.
So, we're trying to work on our feeder programs and that, and really, to be honest with you, we've done that now for
And that's what
many
you were
years.
talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Filtering it down, right?
Yeah.
Gotta have the system. Gotta
Yeah.
have the system.
So it's excellent. I'm really happy to see that flourish. We want to get the increase in numbers a little bit next year, but then, our middle school programs are pretty good. And then we were running some travel teams over the last couple of years. Alyssa assisted in that process a little bit. So here we are, a couple years later. We feel like we have a really strong group this year. Worked really hard over the last couple of years, and to Coach Gav's point, this summer, and we're really excited for the season to start.
Yeah. We were talking about the schedule a little bit here, Dan, and we'll get back to where Gav and I ended with Red Bank. I mean,
Sure.
that's a hot team coming here, right? I mean, that's
Yeah.
out of your big contact.
Yeah, so actually it might be on the schedule as a home game, but it's actually going to be at the old CYC up in
Okay.
Scranton.
Yes, Gav
Yeah.
did mention that.
So it's a shootout. It's a one-day shootout. So Kevin Clark from NEP Hoops, he and Riverfront, he essentially set up. I think it's like 8 Pennsylvania teams and 8 New Jersey / New York teams, and paired them up. And quite honest with you, I think we got the toughest matchup with Red Bank. But hey, when you're 28-1 and you're coming back with a large group, that's what you want. That's what you want. They're going to be a very tough opponent, but we were focused on upgrading the schedule this year, and to be the best, you got to play the best.
I mean, and all of that too, then, I said you're December, much like the boys, and we'll talk to Patrick here and Coach Brogan in a little bit. But right in the middle of that, you have a league game, right? Wyoming Valley West is in there in December. And then Gav touched on, and Coach Gav touched on it a little bit, the Boardwalk Classic.
Yeah.
We're
Is
excited
going to
for
be a
that.
big
We're really
thing.
excited.
Yeah.
Kids want to go swimming.
We're actually going to carry that on SportsWire as well. So we'll be up there. Paul Bowen, myself, will be a regular on the show eventually.
That's great.
I think he had mentioned it to you. With Padua, right? You mentioned all that stuff, and Germantown the next day. That's an earlier game.
Yeah,
So
I think one the
o'clock.
first day or 4 and 1 or something. Yeah.
and then Amaze is coming in later in January. And then, like you said, the league
League's good. We're going to Coachville, and they're mad because they had a lot.
Coachville is actually before Amaze. These are my highlights. I'm sorry.
She's coached by Bob Storrs, one of his best players ever had. Tina Nicholson, who started 4 years at Penn State and was in the initial WNBA. And so she's a dear friend of mine.
Right,
He called her, and they were writing about her last year's young kids. And when we go to this summer thing, the Philly Burbs 2-day tournament in August or September,
Right.
they were writing about 4 or 5 teams. A year ago, they talked about Coatesville and us, so we got together and played, but she found that stuff really good. Bob Stern came up with his wife. We went to eat that bell off. Everything was fine. He said, what the hell is she doing trying to press you guys for? So it's just it happens. But she's fired up, and she's going to do a good job there. They're really good. They're young. They're athletic.
We get into the league. I mean, where do we look at as far as these other teams? Valley West, Pittston, Crestwood. Dallas, I know good, Berwick, Wilkes-Barre. I mean, Wilkes-Barre is always a big one, as well as Crestwood, but where do we stand as far as experience? Who's got what coming back? What do you think your biggest
Dan talked a little bit on that, but yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. But Dan talked about that because he knows every kid in northeastern
So
Pennsylvania.
I think, obviously, I think the league is going to be pretty strong this year. Crestwood is going to be very good. They're long, they're big, they're long, they're athletic, good shooters. I think those two games, home and away, are going to be very competitive, as will, in my opinion, Dallas. I mean, Dallas has the player of the year coming back from 2 years ago, Molly Walsh. Very good team. They got a young girl inside that's a tough guard for us. She's big. She's about 6'1". So they're going to be very good home and away. And then obviously, to your point, we got the Wilkes-Barres, we got the Pistons, we got the Valley West, we got the Berwicks. Yeah. So we're excited. We're excited and looking forward to some tough competition, not only in our league but also in our non-conference as well.
Yeah, and again, it all starts next Friday, folks. A week from tomorrow, or what day is today? Wednesday, right?
Thursday.
Oh, it is Thursday. So a week from tomorrow. Thanksgiving's a week from today. That's so sad that I don't even know what day it is anymore. I have to start getting Alyssa to keep track of what I'm doing. But anyway, it all starts next Friday night, the 28th. Lady Cougar tip-off tournament, right? 6 o'clock. Nazareth, Lake Lehman, immediately following. Hazelton and Wyomissing. Please get in early. It's the holidays. Bring the family. Come down. And as Coach Gab mentioned, once you see this team, you're going to want to keep coming back. And there's a lot to come back for all through the month of December, all through the holidays. Even take a shot down the ocean, right? For the Boardwalk Classic.
Stop in Atlantic City there. Do a little gambling.
Yeah, it's only 2 exits up.
Or listening to it on the radio, right?
Yeah. We'll get more into the Sports Wire thing as we go. I want to thank Coach Rogers, Coach Shimani. They're going to get out, and somebody's going to get me Coach Brogan because we got to stay.
Right.
We will see you guys early and often throughout the season. Alyssa has the dates. We'll be announcing the next date via social media as we go. Again, we are live just inside the Lady Cougar team room. We're going to talk to Gab a little bit, and then Coach Brogan is going to join us for a preview of the boys, and we're even going to get you guys on a little bit of a crossover because I had the Funeral Services Incorporated crossover.
Oh,
How about it, right?
No, Jeff, well.
Dan caught it. Nobody else has caught this. But yeah. Andy Piskel is one of my best. Yeah, cross right over. I don't know how Pat's going to take to that, but it'll all be good. But again, thanks to Coach Rogers. Thanks to Coach Manning.
Thank you for all your
Thank
support.
you guys. Like I said, somebody just got me Coach Brogan and the players, and then we'll go from there. So you're 50. You're
the
50.
50th. It's the 50th. Yeah, I'm a young 71, and I feel good. I just enjoy doing it. Just fun. And like I said, we did have see some good kids. It would be different. I don't know if I would be here. I really don't know because they say you'll know when. I don't know what's the end yet.
We did football, but this is what I was waiting for. To get to spend a couple of minutes with you every couple of weeks is going to be a blast. It's going to be a joy in my life.
I watch it.
It's good stuff. Well, Coach, quick before Coach Brogan comes in, we do a little crossover and have a little fun, and we'll get a preview of the boys because you got to get to practice.
That's right. You call me when he's here, when after he's done talking, whenever you want, I'm available. I'm kind of introverted and quiet, but
Oh, not you. You would never be. Stay right here with me. I should have you read the sponsor spots. But anyway, quickly, we want to mention them in the beginning. We'll start with our season sponsors. Well, these 4 are our season sponsors. We're going to be having some other stuff as we go along. Like I said, we're feeling it out with basketball. As football, it was new, but football season is past. We are here with this. Want to thank RL Marchetti Plumbing and Heating. Our top season sponsor, serving the Hazelton area for over 110 years. Randy and the staff, especially now, the weather's getting colder. If you haven't had the boilers clean, there's a good chance the pipes might freeze if you get. It was down in the upper 20s the other night. That was even after it snowed. Always available for emergency service here in Hazelton. 570-455-7335. Always at your service, whether it's emergency or within a considerable amount of time. RL Marchetti Plumbing and Heating, again, serving our area for over 110 years. Randy and staff, again, I wouldn't be here without you, buddy. Much appreciated. 570-455-7335. Barbush Automotive, BLB Auto Sales. Brian and staff, Brian Barbush, can't thank you enough. They will be sponsoring. Obviously, we won't be on every week with you all, but it'll be our Showtime episode player, specialty of the episode. I think I got that right. My producer's looking at me like I'm speaking. Like, what was it?
Top performer.
Top performer. Showtime top performer. That was a good one. I came up with that one too. Barbush will be our sponsors. Barbush Automotive, along with BLB Auto Sales at 1299 Route 940 in Harley in Hazel Township. And it's all in one place. Brian and staff, give us a call. We do it all. It's their motto since 1937. All your oil changes, all your repairs, anything you need done to the car, whether it's scheduled or an emergency, please give them a call at 570-454-7571. Also, if you're looking to purchase a new vehicle, a slightly used vehicle, again, on the same premises, BLB Auto Sales, you can check out their inventory in person. Both the automotive side and the auto sales side open all week, 8 to 5:30, Saturdays, 8 to 12. Check out their inventory on the auto sales side, or you can peruse that. I used the big word there. Did you catch that? www.barbushauto.com. You can check out their inventory, as I mentioned, online, and then contact as you see it. Again, give us a call. We do it all since 1937, 1299 Route 940, Harley, Hazel Township. Barbush Automotive, BLB Auto Sales. Again, a big thank you. A new one in here, and you may recognize the name. You will, I know. Sacco Chiropractic, good friends of mine. Again, of our past shows, we wouldn't be here with Coach Gav, Coach Brogan, who's coming up here in just a second. 1730 East Broad Street, here in Hazleton. Sacco Chiropractic. Call for an appointment. There's also a code to scan on the left-hand side of your screen. You can book an appointment with that as well. They are the best of chiropractic care here in Hazleton. 4 doctors to tend to all your wellness needs. Dr. Scott Sacco, of course, the originator. Dr. Brandon Augustine, Dr. Michael Palermo, and of course, Dr. T.J. Stepansky. Monday through Thursday, 8 to 6. Fridays, 8 to 5. Don't suffer with pain and living through life. Start living through life in health. That is one of their many mottos. Again, a big thanks to our good friends at Sacco Chiropractic, 1730 East Broad Street here in Hazleton, 570-497-4150. It is my pleasure to welcome in the Hazleton Area High School head coach of the boys basketball team. Come on in, and then we're going to get them in and bring them on in, Pat. It's fine. We're going to put you on the other side of Gav, guys. I guess we can move around. You guys want to come in, or one guy want to sit, the other guy can stand? Pat, welcome. Thank you so much. I drive him nuts. He gets mad, but we're going to make it through. A big season coming up. I don't want to hold the boys up because I know they've been in here since 7 o'clock. Pat, we're here with Gav. It is the Furos Funeral Services Incorporated crossover. It's so cool to have both of you guys here. Pat, your thoughts? Are you ready? I know Gav is. I'm sure you probably heard him louder than the boys were at practice.
I would like to have some hit players on my team. So good. We have a long way to go. We're work in progress, but hopefully we'll come out pretty strong. But we're definitely working hard.
And we're going to talk more about that too. But it's always fun to get both guys in here. And I guess.
Well, he's a legend.
Listen, I've been seeing Pat when he played and stuff. His mother and father, my 2 biggest fans, okay? He defends me over at the gas station for coffees. I see them eating stuff. They're my biggest fans. And to go back when he played, and I like to tell stories. You know them, I'm a storyteller. But he's known every place. I remember making that shot against Valley West. I keep busting. But on that team was a guy Pat went to school with at Lafayette who puts my hearing aids in. What's his name? The guy with the hearing aids up there. Barr. Kenny Barr, the quarterback from Frank Bauer. Listen, I go there, we talk more about Pat than anything. His best friends, he's there and stuff. He went to Lafayette when he does this, but he would play basketball at Valley West too. Was he on that team that made that shot? Yes, so it's amazing. And they ended up at Lafayette. He was coaching, and he was on Sports Illustrated. Shows me that all the time. But I've been seeing Pat. I used to know exactly. I still do. They were remodeling St. Joe's Church, okay? And Kathy Pat said, you got to go there. It's a sanctuary because you sit in the stands. Now, I belong to Mother Grace, but I went there while they were fixing it, sitting there. I can remember where Pat's mother and father sat. I remember a lot of things. It was great. There's a nice job with the Living League there. I used to sit on top of the Minati League. I talked about him a little bit. Does a great job, and he's in the building. He's excited, and they're going to have a good year this year. And like us, we play everybody. He plays there. I look at the schedule. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I don't even think they're
He's going to do a good job and stuff like that. Second year, and everybody's done this job.
All right, coach, we got to get you out.
I got practice there.
You got
Good luck,
practice.
fellas.
The boys
Okay, you
got
got that.
practice.
You got to come see girls' games. We'll come and see your games. You know that. You got that.
All right, Coach Cal, I got to take your mic.
See ya.
We'll give that
Oh,
to
take the
Patrick.
mic. Take the mic.
Yeah, take the mic.
Thank you,
Pin
thank
yourself up. You can hop one over, and then we'll talk to the boys quick to get them out of here. Coach Pat Brogan, real quick, the Firo's Funeral Services Incorporated crossover, again brought to you by Firo's Funeral Home, 26 West 2nd Street here in Hazleton. When the family is in that time of need, please give them a call, 570-454-1561. Big thanks to Jeff Firo, who is director, Andy Piskel, the supervisor. Again, the Firo Funeral Services Incorporated crossover. All right, let's get into it. It's time to do the boys meet the Cougars. We do have some of the players here. Coach, we're going to start with you, Coach Pat Brogan. Coach, if you can introduce the boys, and then we'll go around the ring a little bit, and then we'll get into you.
Sounds good. This is Kevin Lucas, he's a senior. He was a district champion track athlete, decided to come out for basketball. He's doing a wonderful job for us so far this year. Behind him is Scotty Vasquez. Scotty, another great track athlete. Scotty played last year with our team. He's a senior guard forward, doing a really good job shooting basketball and rebounding. He'll be a big leader for us this year. And Nolan Polino, who was a walk-on as a sophomore, and done a great job just motivating and bringing energy and improving every year. Also, another great track athlete who plays basketball, and looking forward to big things from these three guys.
Yeah, guys, we'll quick talk about it. I know you've been here since school all day and practice, and Coach wants to get you guys home. So we agreed to do you guys first. Tell us again your name, your year, how long you've been with the program, and then we'll continue right around the tri-ring here.
So my name is Kevin Lucas. This is actually my first year playing basketball with the Hazleton area, and it's going amazing. We're all putting in our all. Like, there's energy. I love it. This is my first year, and like I'm loving it. I'm looking forward for us going into championships and beating the team that we're playing.
Thanks, Kevin.
My name is Nolan Paulino. Been here for 4 years now. Loving the team, loving the crew. It's like we're a family. We work together. We push each other every single practice. Can't wait for the games to start. Can't wait to show what we got.
My name is Oscar Vasquez. I've been here all 4 years. This is my senior year. Can't wait to do what anybody else. It's my basketball team, just like my family. We get to it every day, right after school, practice, all hard. We have our game next week, Saturday against Liberty. Can't wait for that.
One more thing.
Go ahead, brother. You're good. You're a senior. You can do it.
One more thing until I pass on the mic. This is not just the Hazleton area basketball team. This is a Hazleton area basketball family.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin. Boys, you're free to go. You've had a long day. Good job. Thank you. Thanks for coming on. Good luck in your senior season.
See you, Coach.
And we'll see you off the hunt. Good job, guys.
Good job, guys.
Thank you, Coach. I'm going to mic up here real quick. I'll tell you what energy just from having alone. He's like a kid on Christmas morning. I mean, what a pleasure.
He's a pleasant surprise. First year playing out for the team, and he got a 6'4" athlete who was district champ in the triple jump, and he's just great. He's pushing guys, pushing for time. I mean, he's not going to start, but he's gonna push Kenny Ortiz, who had to go early. His brother picks him up. We have guys who live all over the place, so it's a long day. Some of our guys go on the bus. Kendrick Ortiz lives in Beaver Meadows, so his bus picks him up at 6 a.m.
Just from living in McAdoo, I know the
Yes.
whole deal. It's
So
crazy.
he gets here by 7:10.
And the high school starts before the middle school and the elementary school, right?
We start, open doors about 7:10 and homeroom starts at 7:45. So it's a long day for these guys. But you know, they're pushing through and they're getting used to it and they're doing a great job.
I just can't get over Kevin's excitement. I know this is his
Yeah.
first time with the program, but Nolan and the other two boys, their eyes are like I said, they look like kids on Christmas morning.
We're lucky, we have good kids, so I'm very fortunate.
Very excited, very excited. All right, Pat, as we do it as customary with everybody now, I know you and well, if Gav, I think Gav's still out there talking. I can hear him. Everybody knows Gav, but give us Pat the early years, talk us from then until now, and then we'll get into a little bit of basketball.
I don't know how early open you go. I mean,
Well, if you would have started notes I had to write, I'm like, I'm just gonna let him talk because it's so much easier. Just the highlights from then until now.
I mean, I graduated in '85. We had a very good team, and I was lucky.
Coach Donahue.
Tom Donahue was still a great personal friend and a great coach, and really, no disrespect to anybody else, but he really kind of brought back the winning tradition of Hazleton.
Absolutely.
And then another legendary coach, Bruce Ladd, came in. He did an amazing job, and it was great championships and great players. And then followed him was another great coach and player was Mike Joseph, who did a phenomenal job. So, I mean, the tradition of Hazelton basketball goes way back. I was fortunate enough to have those guys tutor me when I was a player. We also had older guys who kind of mentored us. You know, we had Mike Palumbo and Jimmy Barron and Jimmy Donlin and guys from the area who loved basketball. So we were accustomed to going from school to the playgrounds and to gyms and
James Street. Yep.
Walt Miller. We played Fifth Street, Sydney Street. It didn't matter. We played everywhere. But there was a tradition of playing basketball a lot, and guys were good, and it was just a fun time to grow up. I played at Lafayette 2 years. I played at Dickinson College for 3 years. I played overseas for a year. I came back, started coaching at Muhlenberg College for 3 years, and really enjoyed it. Then went to Lafayette, assistant coach. I was there for 8 years at Lafayette, and then I was fortunate enough to get a job at Penn State, main campus. Was out there for 1 year, and then I volunteered at Georgia Tech for a year, and the team went to the national championship, which was an incredible run. And then I had some issues with health, and took me about 9 or 10 years off with my brain surgeries. But I'm lucky enough to be alive and fortunate.
Wouldn't even know it, my friend.
We
know each other a long time.
I run on batteries, so I have a battery in my chest that runs my brain and keeps me going. I'm just very lucky to be alive. So, you know, with that opportunity, I went from being retired, sort of disabled person to getting a teaching job, and really was my dream to be a
You're
teacher.
social studies, right?
Yes.
Yep.
And
Social studies teacher.
my mentor was Fran Lebanati,
Of course.
and he was the guy who I wanted to be like, and being a teacher and a coach. And then I taught for 2 years, and then I got hired as the basketball coach. Started the Fran Lebanati Elementary Basketball League for boys
We
and
were just
girls.
talking about that with Coach
And
Rogers as well.
It's
Yes.
been great.
My daughter was a participant this year. Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Really good energy, and
Mhm.
now the kids and the excitement, the momentum it's building for the younger kids.
And it builds a feeder program, Pat. It builds the interest. And that's what Gav was talking about, form, structure. And when it seems, and again, you're talking from a crazy parent now who's 3 years into this basketball thing and just being a guy on the sidelines, for his daughter. It builds a form. I call it the Courgar way. And it's, it's 2 years in now, right? This is the second year.
Yes.
Just an unbelievable program, and that's ran in the fall. That's only a piece of a part of the structure that's being made, and it's between both programs. It's not just the boys, it's not just the girls. It's between both.
Yeah, Danny Rogers and I thought the league up, and we went for 8 weeks at the 8 different middle schools, and it's with 4th, 5th, and 6th graders.
Right.
So it's $20. They get reversible and 8 weeks of instruction.
Absolutely.
Our middle school coaches help out with our ninth grade coaches, and our players help out. So it's a really nice program. Hopefully they keep building on that. But in conjunction with that, we're very fortunate enough in Hazleton to have 8 middle schools that play in the league, 7th, 8th grade league that feeds into our ninth grade program. So there's a number of kids out there that are playing, and it's a great feeder program for the high school. And I think we just keep building on that and growing it. And I'm really happy that we have that in the league we have, because it helps our program out a lot.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Coach, we're looking at getting into the season now. Obviously, it was a pretty good finish at the end of last year. Obviously, the results weren't exactly the way we all thought they should have went, but this team carried out far. I mean, where are we at as far as what you lost, where you're headed, and then we'll get into the schedule.
Yeah, we lost 9 seniors and 4 starters. So we have a little bit, I don't know about rebuilding, we'll reload, but we have some good younger guys. But the 9 guys we lost were integral in our success. And we had some ups and downs because a lot of guys were new. But regardless, our schedule was pretty challenging. Yet we finished strong, and that's when you want to finish. I mean, our goal is always to win the league championship, which we came in second 2 years in a row. To win the tournament championship, which we've never done in our school history, because that's kind of it's only in its 8th year of inception.
Right.
And then
So close though.
the
Last
the
year.
district championship, which we haven't won in 8 years as well, but we again came in second. Scott kind of has a
It's not
hold
too
on that.
shabby.
And then we made a run in states. We
Absolutely.
got 2 games in states. So I'm proud that the guys stayed resilient and kept working. And it's hard to do that when a long season and you kind of have some ups and downs, but they rallied at the end and made some surprises and had 2 big wins against the top team in Lehigh Valley and the number 1 team in District 1. Then we eventually played a team that won the state championship, Father Judge, who was a phenomenal program and team.
Can't take away from them.
Yeah, so
I
it
mean,
was,
that's
it was
like
a great
playing
run.
a G League team.
it was a great run. And,
Right,
and
absolutely.
And the guys, I think, saw the excitement of March, and I think that got them motivated to really have an inspiring season. Again, we have maybe a more challenging schedule this year, but I think that I wouldn't do it any other way. I want to challenge the kids, see what the best opponents are like out there. You can't beat the best unless you play the best. So I want them to expose all different types of atmospheres and different talents, so that when the districts and states come to play, we're ready to go.
And not to mention, folks, and we discussed this with Coach Gap, tryouts just happened, right? Tryouts were at the end of last week. You're only 1 or 2 practices into this thing.
Yeah, today's day 5. Trials were Friday night and Saturday morning early. And then we named the team Saturday late morning. Had a practice Saturday afternoon, Saturday off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Day 5 today. So we have a light practice tomorrow, scrimmage on Saturday, and then a couple days of practice. Our first game is at Bethlehem Liberty on 29th.
Right. It's a week Saturday.
Correct.
Getting into it, and already just kicking it off with a Lehigh Valley powerhouse.
Yeah, Liberty's good. Liberty beat us pretty good last year. They have a 6'8" guy and an all-state guard, and they're 5 returning starters, and they're probably a top 10 team in 6A basketball in the state. We're playing at their place. Obviously, it's going to be a crazy atmosphere, but
Their gyms are always exciting.
yeah, it'll be fun for the kids, but very, very challenging. So that's gonna be a tough game.
And again, that's a week from this coming Saturday. We'll talk more about that as we get to the end here. Just a stacked December, Coach Brogan. I mean, you have an away game in Pottsville, the Mecca, right? Where it's all.
They return all 5 stars from a team that won a league championship, the Super League championship. So, and they beat us last year as well at our place. It's a tough game.
You mentioned Judge, another powerhouse in that same league coming in here just before the holidays, Roman Catholic. I mean, just beasts.
Yeah, well, we have Williamsport Friday, and then we have Roman Catholic on Sunday. Then we have Reading on
Right,
next
just about to
Friday,
mention,
so it's
right?
3 home games. It's a tough haul.
And don't forget that there's an away game with Harrisburg in there too, correct?
Yeah, I'm trying not to think that far ahead. I'm just,
No, I'm just perusing through, but, I mean,
you make me nervous now.
then you have the tournament in Cumberland Valley, right? I'm not aware of who's in the tournament. I know the first game obviously will be with you guys in Cumberland Valley. I mean,
No, the
there's-
first game was actually Central York. who
oh, okay,
won the
my
state
bad.
title 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And the second game was Cumberland Valley, who was district champ last year. Another really tough tournament. We were in that tournament last year.
That's a Sabe tournament. That happens over the holidays.
We lost both games last year, but it was great competition. And I just thought the guys should be exposed to that again. So we're going to go back and for more torture.
And much like more torture. I don't know with the excitement I saw here just from your seniors. No, it's a stacked schedule, and that's exactly what Coach Brogan is talking about. And in that first half, there's a league game in there with Valley West too, right in December. Already a league game, like 3 or 4 games in.
Yeah, our league's really good too. I mean, Valley West has got some tremendous athletes. Valley West is good. Wilkes-Barre is phenomenal this year. We played them a couple times this summer, and they're really good. They have the 2-time perennial all-league player, Dave Januzzi, who's just a great guard and really going to have a great college career as well. He and his brother are playing, and they have some. They're good. Wilkes-Barre is really good. Dallas is always good. There's really good coaches in our league. So Wilkes-Barre, Dallas, and Crestwood has arguably one of the best players in Agapino, and then one of the best coaches. Mark Athens, a great coach. So I'm on the lower end of the coaching list, but there's some great coaches out there and players. So I'm just hoping to tag along and see what we have.
Oh, you're in there, my friend. And then even just quickly, as we get into league play, you even have that down at the Geigel Classic down in Reading. Just this schedule is stacked, man, and that's what's going to make it exciting.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. All of our games, I want the kids to be challenged, and I wouldn't do it any other way. I think it's a disservice if you don't do it. But we're trying to do it the right way and have the kids exposed. If you're challenged, whether you win or lose, you want to compete and play the best, and that gets you ready for playoffs in March.
Yeah, and as Coach Gav said, we want to get everybody out. We want to get everybody in here. We want to get this gym packed up to what both these programs are used to seeing, and just being loud and obnoxious, even if it's over the holidays. This team on both ends, girls and boys, always follows well. Always has an opposing gym filled with a lot of our crazy fans, not just our students. It's just been a legacy as we've been going along. So we quickly perused the schedule. I use that big word again. It's twice. Coach Gav would be proud of me. So would Coach Liv. I couldn't say much more. I don't know what that means, but it sounds good. He would tell me that too. But Coach, again, a stacked schedule, lots to come. I know I extended your brain out there a little bit on that. I don't want to worry you anymore, but I don't think you have too much to worry about from the excitement I saw from your 3 seniors. I think it's going to be a fun year. Lots to go, long way to go. Like I always have said, we're just getting started, folks. Quickly, before
you go.
I'm sorry, brother.
I got to mention my best player is Dylan Stish, who was a junior, who's not here. He's been injured all week with an ankle injury, but he should be ready to play by next Saturday. But he's one of the top kids in his class.
I thought we might see him in here, even though he wasn't a senior. I was wondering what was up.
He's rehabbing his ankle. He twisted his ankle last week, so he's been out for a couple of days. So he's getting therapy. But great kid, great student, and he's a tremendous player who got stronger and taller this past year. So we're really excited.
I was going to say, I saw him over the summer, and I was like, what happened to you?
Yeah, he looks good. I'm really I'm happy he's on my team. I'm happy that I'm coaching him. He's a great kid and a wonderful person. So I'm really looking forward to coaching this season. It should be a fun year with him.
There you have it. I coached his coaches even now. I got him out of his worriment mode. He's really excited, even though he doesn't seem. Pat is a great guy. Know Pat a long time, and I'm really excited that they've Coach Brogan, both Coach Brogan and Coach Gav have let us in to do this. I think it's going to help things along with interest. Only your growth by following, by commenting, by sharing. We'll get more into that at the end. Coach, I want to thank you real quick, but before we do so, want to remind you, the Cougar boys, right? Next Saturday night, first game on the road at Liberty. They start on the 29th. The girls are home at the gym a week from tomorrow with the Lady Cougar Tip-Off Tournament. We will keep you updated on the pod sites as well, on all our socials as we go along through the week. Of course, big holiday coming up. So it all kind of rolls in. And that's one of the things I noticed, especially with just the staff. I haven't been able to talk to the players on air, Coach Gav's players, but you got a new kid here, first year in, and the other two boys. It's a family. It's a family atmosphere. It's everybody ends up, if it doesn't start out that way, by the time it's all over come March, it's, you'll never, if you're a senior, you're never going to walk with these guys or gals again. It's just a family thing here. It's just a
It is. I
family
mean,
thing.
we spend a lot of time together. I mean, I see these guys, I'm in school all day. I see them all day. It's a 12-hour day some days.
Right, right.
They're practicing 6 days a week, 3 to 4 hours a day. And then we travel. We like on Saturday, if we're playing, we're getting home late at night. They have to get up for class. Not Sunday, but weeknights to get home. I mean, they're long days on buses and so.
Oh, absolutely. You spend your life on a bus.
You do.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's fun.
But again, those dates, guys, the boys, again, started all off again next Saturday at Liberty on the 29th. The girls right here home at Hugh McGean Gymnasium, Friday night the 28th. Quickly, we want to thank our sponsors, RL Marchetti Plumbing and Heating here in Hazleton, Barbush Automotive and Repair, BLB Auto Sales located on Route 940 in Harley in Hazel Township. Our good friends at Sacco Chiropractic, located just up above the Heights here in Hazleton. And of course, Firo's Funeral Services Incorporated, our crossover sponsor, which was a lot of fun. You didn't expect that one. I told you it was going to be good, but you don't have to say much when Gav is here.
No, you don't.
He just starts telling stories, but it's always going to be a blast. Just so much fun to have both of you, but to have you here is just a pleasure for me. Again, thank you for letting us in. Remind you, our next show, December 10th, the guys will have a bunch of games in. The girls will have a bunch of games in. We'll have so much to talk about. It'll be an hour of fun. Pat, I can't thank you enough. Best of luck as you start next Saturday with the boys. I just saw a lot of bright eyes here in it, and I see a lot of good things happening. So that is going to wrap it up here from inside the Cougar locker room. It's Cougar Center Court. It is the local sports pod. My name is Mike Sosa. This is Coach Brogan, Pat Brogan. Thanks to Coach Gav. Thanks to Coach Rogers. Thanks to Coach Shimani. She even deserves more because she kind of helped put this all together with both of us. I'll just drive her nuts and then it filters down to these guys. We will catch you real soon again back on December 10th. Once again, it's the local sports pod. Let's go Cougars.